The story of Adam and Eve is shared and believed by all monotheistic scriptures, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. As the story goes, Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden and were duped by the serpent, or Satan, into eating the forbidden fruit against God's wishes. Consequently, because of this original sin, they were sent down from heaven. We are their descendants. The Quran states that God created Adam, taught him all the names of things, and told the angels to fall prostrate before him, but Satan refused. And why does the Quran state that God said he was appointing a viceroy on earth? Was it to see what Adam and mankind would do? Did God not already know the future? There are so many angels, even the angels don't know how many. Chapter 74, verse 31. How could Adam remember and recite uncountable trillions of names? And what purpose would it serve except take a lot of time? After they ate from the tree, Adam and Eve developed shame and covered their bodies with the leaves of paradise, either unanswered or do not make sense. How do bodies suddenly become visible by eating a fruit? Why did they suddenly feel a sense of shame, not for what they had done, but about their bodies? Who were they trying to hide their bodies from? Certainly not each other. How did their bodies travel billions of light years through space, vacuum, and intense heat or cold and pressure to reach Earth? Were their bodies or their souls sent down? What was their purpose in coming here? Why were their descendants, who were not even born at the time the sin was committed, also punished by being sent or born here? Was not man created from earthly materials, obviously on earth? How would their material bodies exist in paradise, without oxygen and sunlight? Did God not know they would eat from the tree? He is omniscient. A merciful and just God would not expel them for just disobeying and eating a fruit. Why would God put their descendants, though, this misery and chaos? Why were we the only creatures given free will and rational thinking? What is the purpose of the animals? What is the reason for our existence? Why would God tell Satan to prostrate to other than him? Fortunately, the Quran provides us with answers to all these questions, and also makes the entire episode so clear that it tells us why we are here and the purpose of our lives. Chapter 38, verses 67 to 79 say, "Here is awesome news that you are totally oblivious to. I had no knowledge previously about the feud in the high society. Asterisk. I am inspired that my sole mission is to deliver the warnings to you. Your Lord said to the angels, I am creating a human being from clay. Once I design him and blow into him from my spirit, you shall fall prostrate before him." The angels fell prostrate, all of them, except Satan. He refused and was too arrogant, unappreciative. "Have you rebelled?" He said, "I am better than he." He said, "My Lord, respite me till the day of resurrection." Note that just before the above episode begins, God talks about the great feud in chapter 38, verse 69. The Quran also tells us that the descriptions of heaven and hell are allegorical, so we cannot take the story of Adam and Eve at face value. Chapter 13, verse 35, and chapter 47, verse 15. We are also told that God's angels created the human body of Adam and Eve here on earth from mud. The Quran gives us an eye-opening clue to both this story and its relation to the great feud, and links it to the purpose of our life, not to commit idol worship, as stated as the first and most important commandment in all the scriptures. Chapter 7, verse 172 says, "Recall that your Lord summoned all the descendants of Adam and had them bear witness for themselves. Am I not your Lord? They all said, Yes, we bear witness. Thus you cannot say on the day of resurrection, we were not aware of this." The great feud, which is awesome news, gives us all the answers. There was vast knowledge encoded in Adam's genes for the future. God knew everything that was going to happen. Satan's internal thoughts and how he was to be exposed, the humans that would support him, and the plan on earth to test Satan's claim that he could be a god besides God. The prostration was that the angels were to serve the human race, who were to be Satan's constituents and undergo a test to decide, based on free will and rational thinking. Satan's claim that he could be a god besides God would be exposed if he could not even handle a small dominion and make his constituents happy. The humans had to be sifted into those who wanted to be with God and those who did not. God did not want slaves or robots or those who did not want to be with him. And finally, the most important answer, what we must do? We have to accept God as only Lord and Master to be redeemed back. We are here to worship God and work righteousness in order to be redeemed back into heaven. The absence of God is hell.